morning, everybody. I want to take the time out to drop this word real quick. The word is called faith built in the midst of obedience. Once again, faith built in the midst of obedience. See, as we know, we know things such as obedience is better than sacrifice, and if we obey, if we obey and we do what we are told to do, or we say what we are told or given to say, obedience is better than sacrifice. Oftentimes, when things are getting relayed from God, it's not going to make sense. But if you don't obey, you will miss what needs to be relayed to the person that you are supposed to be speaking to. Obedience is better than sacrifice. It may not make sense to us, but do it. It may not sound right to us, but do it. You never know who when you speaking that word to, you never know who when you speaking that word. It may make sense to them. It may not make sense to you, but it may make sense to them. Obedience is better than sacrifice, and also it builds up your faith. What are we saying when we say faith without works is dead? See, if you can't obey the voice of God, and you can't say what God is telling you to say because you don't understand, how can that faith go? How can that faith operate? You gotta have faith in knowing that you know what? Okay, here's this word. Here's this word. I don't understand what it means right now, but I'm still going to do it anyway because it may come and somebody else can receive that, and that's how your blessings continue to flow in. I'm just a willing vessel being used by God, and I'm being obedient, and I have faith in knowing that God's word is not going to lie. God's word is never going to fall on deaf ears. He that hath the ear, let him hear what the Spirit is saying to the church, to the people. It may not make sense to some, but it's going to make sense to that right person. That's why you might as well just go ahead and, Lord, what is it that you want me to say? Lord, what is it that you want me to do? It may not make sense. It may not make sense, but obedience, faith gets built up in that obedience. Obedience builds up that faith. Obedience is better than sacrifice. And if you don't say what you are supposed to say, and if you don't do what you are supposed to do, you are telling God, you know what, God, I do not want this opportunity right here. And he will pass that on to somebody else. And it is something for you to miss your opportunity, and he sends it through somebody else, and they receive the blessing that you're supposed to receive. My God. My God. It is something when you was supposed to be that vessel and say what God wanted you to sit there and say to somebody, be a blessing to somebody, and you sat on that word and you did not do what you were supposed to do, and then God sat there and gave it to somebody else. So here we go. The same message that you were supposed to speak is coming through somebody else. My God. So what are we going to do moving forward? Are we going to speak when God says speak, or are we going to sit on that word? The choice is yours, but make the right decision. Good morning. I love each and every last one of y'all, and I hope that y'all have a blessed and prosperous day. And remember, obedience is better than sacrifice. God bless.